Look at me. Look at me. Look at me ballin'. With my brain up. Look at me ballin'. I be famous.
All right, good morning. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys today? All right, let's begin. Let's see what we got here today from the outlook. Gamma environment is positive. Below 30,000 favors 29,750, which we've already traded there overnight. A reclaim of 100s begins repair. Okay, so we're kind of far away from that. So I don't see that happening in today's session. Downside acceptance, so below 29,853s. We'll be looking for targets. We've already hit all those targets in the overnight. So the overnight scenario is just straight bearish. I mean, we'll look at the higher time frame and we can obviously see that. And acceptance above 29,990s. We'll look for targets for 30,000. Let's look for gamma here. Everything, we're pretty much underneath everything at the moment right now. Just trying to find our levels here that we can play with. So our expected move lows pretty much to the area where we're sitting at right now. So we've already hit the expected daily range overnight. And let's see if there's anything under our expected low that we should be aware of. It looks like that's pretty much it. Let's go to our weekly gamma profile now. Hey, good morning. We'll see if this is going to load here. This is from yesterday. We'll see if that loads here. While that's loading, let's go ahead and take a look at our higher time frame charts. 4 hour to start with. Alrighty. Okay, so on the 4 hour chart, you can see from yesterday, we've got this breakdown here. So these buyers drove into 250s and then we've sold off already. So we got these buyers that are stuck right below the weekly open print. This is a 4 hour chart, by the way. We're now beginning to make this migration and maybe test out 500s is what I'm seeing here next. We've got this low here that we could probably take out. So that's going to be what I'm going to pay attention to for today's session to see if we can get down to this swing low at 532s. And then below that, we would have a couple other levels that's worth paying attention to as well. So the 250 level, and then we got some stops right here, 49. So I'll be watching for this cluster down below if we can get down here for a drive lower. So watching 750 is the key level in the session. Lines up nicely as a cluster for our expected move lower. So we'll see if that ends up giving us something to play with here. So right now what we've got is this rotation to swing high here on the 4 hour, and it's just been a consistent downtrend. So we've had no candle create a new high, no candle trading above a prior 4 hour high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row, just straight ripping lower and lower. So obviously the market is heavy. Let's throw some GEX levels on here real quick. Let's see. Alrighty, where are my GEX levels? Here we are. All right, so this is the cluster that we could probably pay attention to here overall. Between 800s and 734s, our expected move lower, and then below that we got put support down at 500. So that actually makes sense. So we could look at that as a potential magnet for price, and then once we get there, if we get there, what type of reaction we get. And if this thing wants to keep dumping, if it wants to keep migrating lower, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here. So if we just go to my 4 hour chart, I'm sorry, my 1 hour chart, and just start looking left, we can see that as if we could start getting through all this area here, all this accepted area here, this range, basically this big consolidation where we spent pretty much a whole half a week in, then underneath that, we definitely have some areas that we can go in and revisit and repair and clean up and do what we need to do, especially up in this area here. Very thin volume down below around 300. So we'll see what we get here. Hourly chart overnight is obviously heavy, very bearish, very bearish. So we'll see if we get more of that here this current session. Alrighty. Good luck, everybody. Good morning. We got about 3 minutes left before the market opens up here. We got the beginning stages of our market intelligence beginning to show up here and start giving us some insights. It's not done yet, guys. Just want to give you a heads up. But right now, we know the auction is obviously controlled by the sellers. Once the market opens up, it's going to start ingesting information and start giving us alignment, location, market structure. And what we want to pay attention to is the flows, because when we start seeing flows positive to negative, if you're you'll kind of notice that that absolutely has an effect on what price is doing, or what price is going to continue to do. So we'll continue to monitor that here in the session. Did anyone get short overnight? Moves were freaking easy, smooth trading overnight. All right, so we're gonna be watching this 800 level, 750 yeah, 800 750s is like the overhead level we're gonna pay attention to. Current level where we're at right now is 700s, so that's the level we'll pay attention to in a moment. Let's see. Just keep that the way it is. So put support would be kind of like our deal low, our targets if we were going to short down to 500. Just gives us about 250 ticks of opportunity. ATR coming into the sessions like 40 ticks per minute. All right, good luck, everybody. Nice little sweep of 625s. Got a W pattern here. Let's see if it works. Let's see if they follow through here and give us a nice little W. I'm in long for a W. Let's see if we can target this high here around 750s. Good morning. Good morning. You guys able to hear me okay? My mic working? I'll take that. They're struggling there. I'll take it for 60 ticks. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. So a nice little W pattern there. Very clean. Let's get rid of the trend lines for a second there. You can see the W pattern actually, and working on the beta for the indicator here for our rotations here. So we got this W right here, literally plotted it for us, tells us the active D leg is running. So M's and W's, guys, that's the entry model that we use. Pretty straightforward. Let's go. 700s. What are we at? 750s? Let's see if they're going to attack 750 here. Take out this pivot high. Oh, no. Looks like they're struggling. But look, we got a leg up, right? So we got this D leg. We'll see if this fails. They come all the way back down here. This becomes a failed W. And that is a possibility. But maybe they give us a second leg up. I don't know. We'll see if they give us a second leg up. I'll take the little risk here. I'll take the little risk. I know the market's so heavy. It looks like it's not going to give us a second leg up. What's that, 675s? Yeah. We're back under the open print. Are they going to run the low of this W? And it looks like it. Oh, no. Stopped out. That was nasty, bro. Full reversal there. So failed W there. Oof. Let's see, maybe it's going to now push to 250s. Let's see. Watching, what's this level here? 675. See, we get that pop down lower. Nope. Let's see if they give us the follow through to put support now 500s. They're pinning here at 50. Are they going to flake here and then take it, rip it up again? Flows are negative still, so that's a good sign. Looks like they're going to try one more time here. I'm short right now off this pivot. Well, it looks like they're going to try to probably pop it one more time. So just watching 650 to see if they're going to support it here. I'm in short. Boom. Looking for a little bit more as we battle 0 gamma here. Come on, boys. Let's get that press through. Okay, I'm going to cut it. It just started a rotation higher. Let's see. Should have took that little scalp there for 100 ticks when I had it. All good. Give us a better entry to get short, maybe. Let's see what happens. Choppy, huh? Or very rotational here. So right now they reclaimed that 650 level. So 650 is in play. The last level we rejected from was 750s. So let's see if they're going to take out 750s or if they're going to reject right underneath. Big down, big up, big confusion. Take a short right there. But I will cut it if they do reclaim 725s. Looks like they're trying to hold for a second leg. Are they going to give a second leg up or a second leg down? It's competing structures here. Looks like they're going to try to drive it up one more time. Watching 725s. So we're testing 700 big figure. Okay, we have a rotation lower. Can we get more? If they get back above bullish rotation, the next bullish rotation, this begins a second leg up. There's 100 ticks of profit, guys, targeting these lows. You take that profit if you want to. I should have took it. I should have took the freaking profit. All right, it's all good. So now we're inside this trap here. So what we got going on here? Let's kind of zoom out a little bit. So we're hanging out at the open print. Price is currently inside this swing structure here. We're trading between 7. The range that we're at right now is we're hanging out right at 700s. So we'll be watching 675 underneath it, and then 725 above it, and we'll see which way we're going to go. You can see our zones already plotting here. But ideally, what we want to do is not trade in this area anymore. We need to wait for price to get extreme, and then from there look for a failure if we expect price to go lower, and vice versa if you want to get long. I mean, it is technically holding up at this moment right here, bullish. So this could be a long into these highs right here. We'll see if they give it to us. All right, yep, I just took the scalp, got my target, my scalp target for 60 ticks already hit. So now we look for maybe a test of 750s here. Either way, my stops are a break even. So if it does dump here, I'm good. I've already secured 60 ticks on my core position, and then got my runners on right now. And let's see if we can maybe get a little movement here. We can start trailing. We're stalling here at 25s, 725s. Flows are positive, so supportive. Let's see if we can see more, if we can get a break of our session high here. This feels like almost a session like yesterday morning where it chopped around pretty much all morning. All right, so we actually have a second leg up and a W pattern, but I'm not convinced. So watching for this will be here, because if this level here, if this pivot breaks, this becomes a big M pattern. So we shall see. Probably going to get short here if we end up failing, but we didn't get extreme enough, didn't see enough volume here at the highs to warrant getting short yet. So I feel like they're going to try to drive out this zone up top first. So we do have an M pattern beginning to develop, but right now we are still holding trend. I'm going to wait for an inversion to show up. The inversion are these circles here. And then from there, you can risk the inversion. Not inversion, inversion. All right. So for the hourly chart, we're basically sitting in value for the current session. Obviously, we've had this big dump. So I guess the main question right now is, are we going to be able to get like back through these low volume node areas here? So kind of watching this area here to see if we see any type of resistance, maybe up in this zone here. This is our next cluster. So price could potentially pull back into this area here. And then from there, we can maybe see some rejection. So we can see that. So we'll kind of watch and see. Let me throw our gamma levels here, strike levels. That lines up with GEX 6 or 8, I can't tell. That's GEX 831s. So we'll look for that. So very nice second leg up here. Like 1, pull back like 2, give a really nice extension there. This would have been the pullback entry right around here. You could have used the zone. Once we started holding our 50 moving average here, that's what I have, and the 200 cross, you know, that's enough to get long. So we did catch a little piece of that, right? We did catch a little scalp. But it wasn't enough, gang. It wasn't enough to get or stay. My stop was tight there for the runner, so I didn't want to run the risk of just. So you know, let's see what we can do here. We're trying to get this 100 points in today. I'm already over 100 points of profit on this account from overnight session, but you know, we'll see what we can do with the live session here in New York. maybe double it, maybe triple it. What's our ATR now? First 10 minutes in, 3 times. Very nice. So now over 102. What's our volume? Let's look at the NQ for the volume. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already done so. Oh, we got our nice little inversion there. Let's see if it gives us an opportunity. So 750 is beginning to fail. 725s now. We got this inversion above 750s. Try to see if the buyers try one more time, then we can try to get in short. This is the pivot that we'd be targeting right down here at 675s, but I think it's gone without me gain. So this would have been the opportunity right here with this inversion right here. Boom. Once we cross that barrier and it prints, you can get in short right there. Use your stop loss right above that inversion circle and then target the pivot. Obviously, you take your partials along the way in case it wants to pull back or rip. But that would have already paid out very nicely from our signal right here with volume, 118 ticks, right to VWAP. And now we're under 725s. Buyers just tried to reclaim 25, couldn't do it here. So I think that was the entry for the short for the continuation lower, guys. Damn, and I missed it because I was freaking throwing stupid volume on my other chart. Goodness. That was the trade. That was it, guys. That was it. That was the short. They didn't get that short. That was so clean. So clean, man. So clean. So we have a W extension here. Boom, completion, and then tanked. Very nice. Okay, there's our opening range. Man, I missed the short. I missed the short. That would have been it. That's all we needed right there. Look how clean that movement was. Look how clean and smooth and elegant that skinny leg. We do now have an M pattern confirmed. So active D leg in play. So it looks like we might get a pullback opportunity here. So let's see if we get some type of 2-leg correction, and then we can maybe look for short continuation. Let's see. There's our M pattern in play. You see the M pattern? Do you guys see the M? I don't want to take the M pattern though if it doesn't give me a little bit more than that. I need to get a little bit juicy. I need to get above 700s. It's not just a pattern. We need to see a failure, point of failure above a level, because then that level becomes our risk that we can lean on, right? So we can lean on the level. It's not just a pattern. And it's not, you don't want to like use an indicator technically for, oh, I'm going to risk the indicator. We want the price to get above the level, back below level, try again, and then can't do it, and then it goes. Like it tried here, and it just didn't give us enough. That's how bearish it was. There's a continuation dot. Man, I'm so tempted to hit it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm not going to take it. That would be the continuation move. I guess 675s could be that level, right? But the reason why I'm afraid to take it right there is because this is the starting point of this big move up, and I don't want to be in a situation where I'm shorting right where the buyers are hanging out and we get another pop. You know what I mean? So, because if you short right there in that same level, we're assuming that the buyers are no longer present, which is not always the best assumption to make. But we can see them not really showing up here, but it's okay. I mean, there'll be other trades with better, safer entries. See how they're pinning this area here? They're like getting stuck. They're getting sticky. That's the word, not pinned. They're getting sticky at 675. It's because there was some buyers here. I mean, if we look at Bookmap, you can see them playing with the bid. Bookmap, they're just kind of like hitting the bid, adding the bid, taking it away, lifting the bid, taking it away, putting the bid up, taking it away, which leads me to believe this is actually a seller, not a buyer. So right now it's in one of those holding patterns. So after it spikes up, spikes down, hold. So it creates confusion in that pause because people are looking for continuation. Well, let's see. The buyers here can try to get back above 700s, and maybe we get a better opportunity. But the way they left the high up there, it seems like they want to probably come back and do some more business. But we'll see. Everything is bearish, full bear right now. Time frame continuity, all bearish. So you can see at the bottom of my chart, we look at the daily 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute opening prints all at the same time to find out when the time frames are all in alignment or divergent from one another. So take a look at my flows here, man. Flows are negative. Let's refresh this real quick. What up, Mike? Momentum is falling. Flows are negative since like 9:45. So as long as these flows are negative at 9:45, I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna keep shorting. I'm gonna stay short biased. But I can't short down here, guys. I already told you why I can't short down here. Even though I do think they're going to run the opening range low, it's not ideal for me to get short here. What I prefer is they come in and give us a spike and fail and then go. So let them try to do spike and fail. Let's draw our trend lines here real quick. Yeah, they already broke the trend line. There's no new trend line, but they'll print one here if we can get back to 675s. So as long as flows are negative, I'm not buying anything. I mean, I'm not shorting anything. Sorry, I'm not buying anything. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. Let's see if they can run this pivot out here at 700s, and then I can look for my failure pattern above and then get continuation lower. No, still not done. There, failed again, 75. Okay, so maybe 75 is the failure point, that point of failure. If you looked at a 1 minute chart, no 1 minute candle could close above 675. So that's quite interesting there when you see that. And then you had this area, this last buyer you could have used as a trap buyer, this guy right there. Look for the up candle, last buyer gets stuck, big down candle, then buyers kept trying, couldn't even get into the level, couldn't get closure above 675. So notice how this area now here, these guys here, right? these buyers here, they're all trapped in a sense. And that's but I still wasn't comfortable shorting right there. It's too low. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna take out that opening range low now. Now we got the trend line there. So the market structure on Renko charts is second to none. Second to none. So give it a book map right now. That trend line is automated too. I think I put that in. I think it's in the hub. I have to look. Maybe not. So if you look at that trend, it's kind of just like it's more of like a channel, more of like a broad bear channel, but we're still beginning to go sideways a little bit. So they're spending some time here. So waiting for either a displacement through the opening range low, or if they come back one more time and take out these highs, and then we get the move. But it's a tough place to be shorting here as we start getting sticky, slow grind in the mud. We're grinding through the mud here. So 650 again. Let's see if 650 holds. 30-minute auction here closes in 6 minutes. Okay, here's these buyers trying again. Are they going to be able to succeed this time? Just keep your eye on the 675 level. So 29,675 is acting as kind of a failure point for buyers. And we can see that these buyers are actually getting tired here and getting these lower lows and lower highs. But got our third leg down now. So we're trending officially, right? Once we get more than 2 legs down in a row, that means that we're in a trend, right? We're in a trend. Doesn't mean that they can't reverse the trend, but the sellers have succeeded in accomplishing more than the minimum, because the minimum is the second leg, right? Minimum. Now we got 3 legs down. That means buyers filled 3 times. All right, just watching here, 625s. Can we just bust through this level? Our opening range low. They always do this, right? When you get to these levels, it's like they just tiptoe around it, and then it is. It's probably because the ES is kind of bouncing here at support. ES is holding up here at 723. Big blue lug level. Well, never mind. They just displaced through it right at the same time as NQ displaced through its opening range low. Wow, well, there you go. That would have been the move, gang. Unfortunately, I missed it I missed my entry. I was preoccupied throwing volume on my other chart. So dumb. So dumb. That was a pretty big, pretty aggressive push into that level. If you have a Renko chart, the big bubbles, you'll see there was about 300 contracts on the bid, and they filled 381 contracts. So what that means is they swept the book. They took out all the bids there, and then from there just took out all the bids. So we just cleaned all the bids out of the book. We just took it out. So, and obviously the key is the market is obviously super bearish. The flows are negative, which is why you didn't see me trying to do any mean reversion. We're negative GAM at the moment. Right? So with that being said, this is the type of price action. We get to a level, boom, all the way through it. And yeah. So we see some acceleration. Oh, look at that. 1,700 contracts on the ask, and they had 241 just get executed. Holy smokes. Wow, look at that. 1,700 contracts on the offer. Interesting. Is that going to push price down? Let's see. That's funny. That is so funny. These guys are funny. Ooh, we got a reversal signal here. Let's see. Got a leg up here. Let's see. One leg up. Can they give us... Maybe we can get an entry after all. Maybe they can get back above 700 and fail. Yeah, what they just did right there, guys, was they just trapped the breakout buyers, people who sell the opening range. There's literally people who don't know how to trade, and what they just simply do is put a sell stop under the 15-minute low or a buy stop above the 15-minute high and just cross their fingers and pray. And that's their whole model, because they know statistically that over time that it will work for them. So they'll get in short down there and put their stop on the other side, and then they just let it do its thing. Like, that's definitely not what I would ever do, but that's kind of what happens a lot of times. So you'll see price break the level, and then they come back in and then rivet to the other side. I wonder if that's what they're going to do today, or if they're going to reward the gamblers. Let's see. Let's see. There's a continuation. There's a continuation right here. We got 3 minutes left on this 30-minute candle, so I'm just going to wait for 10 o'clock. I'm not going to even look at the chart while I wait. Look at them stacking the bid. Stacking the bid. Good morning. Do you see how they're stacking that bid? That's pretty stacky. Look at that. Oh, it's the same guy who's bidding at 620s. Feels like a rug pull coming. But I think they're going to get a second leg up first. There's leg one. Here's pullback, leg two. Are they going to get a leg two? Let's scalp a leg two. Let's see if we can get a scalp leg two here. I probably shouldn't have done that. But let's see. Leg two. There's the leg two. Come on, a little bit more. I'll just take the little scalp. I'll just take it. That was the second leg up. Now it's ready to get short if we fail here. We have a 10 o'clock candle here opening soon. There's the continuation short, baby. Let's see. Watching. I just can't do it because of what time it is. The new candle's going to open up. They're going to probably sweep both sides of the book again. So right now, we're technically bullish because we created the second leg up and we held this pivot down below. So let's see if they're going to end up giving us a third leg up now. But new 10 o'clock candle just opened, so let them gyrate. Yeah, those bids are part of our indicator suite, guy. Part of our tool set. Yes, sir. Everything you see on the chart is part of it. Everything. The heat map on the right, which is the depth of market, but it also plots on the chart. So it also bids and offers is another visual. But then for me, I like to emphasize what the size is and how many got placed there and at what time, right? So that's what the big labels are. All right, there's the break. That's the end pattern. I'm gonna go like small size just in case they want to like play games here. Just in case they're gonna trap me here. It feels like a trap. I'll just use, yeah, I really feel like I'm gonna get trapped here. Yeah, I'm getting trapped cutting that. I'm out. Let's wait. Let's wait. Okay. Okay. We're thinking again. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm out. I don't like that. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. At least not with, you know, full size ish. Let them trap more. Let them do their thing. Yeah, they're just churning here. What's the support level? 625. There's a squeeze. Let them squeeze out these guys out here. Those bids preceded what they were doing, you know, so that's why I didn't like it. I'm glad I just cut the trade instead of sitting there like an asshole. Now we're probably gonna get the move. All right, let's see. That looks about right now. So maybe we try it now. Let's see. No. Are holding 675. Are they gonna get back above 675? I will cut if they do. Out. Outie. I didn't want to see them get back above this level here. Oh, okay. They're trying to get bullish now. Now they're holding trend. But this was that initial level I wanted them to sweep and then look for the failure. So I was thinking maybe that was it. And it wasn't. And it wasn't. Try again here. 700 is my level now. Hopefully we can stay heavy under 700s. Holding that trend though, so gotta be cautious here. 675 acting as support. $675s holding as support. Watching now this cluster around 87s and 90s. We have some more contracts here. Let's see if we can stay under 90. M pattern. We got an M pattern, boys. Taking partial. Partial. No reclaims at 75. Targeting 500s. Put support if we can get down there. Stops at break even. Holding 100 ticks of profit, guys. We caught the move. This is what I was anticipating, what I was hoping for from the beginning from over here. Now we got the pattern. I called it. I was just a little early over here. I'm glad I was patient for this, because this might be the one. This might be the one, gang. The one and only. Yeah, boy. Let's take another partial just in case. They're playing with the opening range low. Anyone catch that with me? That was a combo play, man. We got a fucking we got the higher high, second leg up, so pattern completes. We had an inversion right here. Boom, key level 700, which was a prior rejection point here. Boom, we knew that this would be an over under failure point. Then we got buyers who got trapped right here. Large buying for 198 contracts executed. Oh, let me get this off the chart. Sorry. So it's a combo here, right? We had this whole completion point, and then we had this bullish rotation. Then we had the inversion. We had the second leg up, so leg one, pull back leg two. So they completed. They formed a W. W completes. We end up getting a large buyer against the VWAP trying to reclaim. They fail, and then we start breaking down, and then we get the M pattern. Boom, drops. This should potentially, this should fail too here. So let's see if it fails here. Otherwise, these guys, if they go back inside the range, then this is just going to be a rotational chop, probably till 10:30. It looks like we're going to get tagged out on the trail, but this is why you take your profits, guys, because the market right now is not trending. We're chopping, we're compressed, we're inside the opening range still. We haven't left the opening range. So as long as we're still inside the opening range, we're going to continue to see price rotate from one side to the next side. That's where our Enzo bands become really helpful for us, because that's where we're going to know where we should be avoiding buying and avoiding selling. So there's 675 again. So it looks like for a continuation short, we'll try it. Let's see if we can get that second leg down now without them snapping all the way back up again. Taking my partial for 15 points. Stopped already break even. I'm not messing around today, guys. I am not giving money back. I'm taking my money and running, bro. Don't get caught up with too much volume. That's actually a good thing. When there's a lot of volume, that's actually a good thing, right? Especially if you want to short. So if you want to see a large volume in the upside, you want to see volume as prices going higher, and then once we begin to start failing, that's when you short. Okay, so I know it sounds crazy and counterintuitive, but you want to go against the volume if it's trapped. The key word is trapped volume. Okay, trapped. So whatever happened, I wasn't even paying attention, and I don't think there was anything on the calendar today for 10 o'clock, but whatever happened at 10:02 or whatever this was, obviously it created some gyration here in the markets. We know we're at VWAP, so we know that's a battle zone. It's also the New York Open, so there's a battle between the RTH Open, right? Bulls versus sellers. Everybody's trying to get bullish or trying to get a green candle on the day. But obviously they have a lot of catching up to do because the Globex Open, we're so far away. We're 1.5%, 1.5% away from Globex Open. So the Bulls have a lot of work if they're going to reclaim the day, right? They're already pretty much defeated coming into New York session. And there's no catalyst. So if there was a catalyst, and there still could be like Trump make a post like, oh yeah, we're back at war or whatever's happening. Of course, that could be the catalyst. But without a random catalyst, if we were just to think in terms of what's happened, look at the bottom of my chart here, full bear. Daily is bearish, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, everything is bearish. All right, this is a swing trade now, guys. We're going to swing this position. We're going to hold it. And then I'll take my next partial at put support. I'll probably trail as well, but this is I'm gonna be targeting, let's see, we've got some stops on the 4 hour chart that I was looking at from earlier. So obviously we have this cluster around put support, so that's where I'm gonna be holding my main position here. If we get through that, then I'll be looking down here at 250, what is this level? I don't even know what the level, 250s. So there's 266 ticks, gang. We got that. Are you guys in with me? Who's in with me? Come on. Who's in with me? Who's in with me? We're at 600s. Let's lock up some profits here. Where's the volume, right? So we had this guy here. This was an inversion right there. So that's going to be where we're going to hopefully see price unable to reclaim this guy right over here. Inversion indicator is a old indicator, souped up, simplified that I had. Built that thing like 3 years ago. And it's so crazy back in the day how long it took me to build indicators. It took me like a month. Took another 60 ticks at the daily low. Good work. Scalping, bro. That's it. Scalp it. Scalp it. You got to know when to scalp and when to hold, right? That's why it's good to take partials. So you're trading micros, you can trade multiple micros. So you can scale in, scale out. It's very flexible and fluid. And you can do a lot with it. You can do a lot with it, especially if you're trading the prop firms. Micros are definitely the way to go. First targets. I'm gonna take my first. I'm gonna pull off some around like 550s, give or take. I know I said I'll hold to 500, put support, but 550s looks like, or 520s. I'm sorry, not 550, 520s. We're up 300 ticks. Another one. Can I get a can I get a like button? Can I get a W in the chat? Can I get an emoji of some sort? Can I get a thumbs up? Good job, Max. You know, need some validation here. Let's see. They're kind of stacking the bid here, right around 560s. See the bids coming in. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate you, bro. See, he's a team player. All right, let's go. I got the trail on, so I don't even need to touch my trade right now. I'm just hoping I can get to my first little target here, around 550s. Look at the bid right here. I'm looking for this bid right here, this area. Look at how they're stacking it. It's so juicy. Thank you, Pip Extract. Thank you, PMR. Appreciate the emoji love. Oh, that's a nice trade, bruh. Look at that. Textbook, man. That was an M pattern. Boom, boom, break, pullback, entry. We got a whole module, entry models, which I didn't even have this indicator built out when I recorded the module. I started building it like 2 days ago. It's based on V rotations, but it's got some math behind it, so that way it can actually plot the proper rules. Good job, Brandy. Let's go. Let's go. Killing the game. Let's go. Killing the game. Let's go. Who's pumped about single stock futures? I'm pumped about single stock futures. We're going to definitely be trading some single stock futures in this joint. Get ready, because when we start getting some liquidity in those markets, we are going to start slamming some Apple and Nvidia and Tesla and all that good stuff. That's going to be epic, guys. When we start trading some single stock futures. I mean, you can trade them now with stocks. I mean, it's fine. But I mean, to do it with all these tools, that's fun. Oh, come on, don't hit my stock. Don't hit my trail. Nano futures, yeah, nano futures, yeah. What's that? That's like the thing that's less than a micro, right? Is that what that is? So like, is that what that is? Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like the contract below a micro. Yeah. So at that point, everyone should be trading their own personal accounts, right? Yeah, 1/10 of a micro. Come on! Why does it gotta stop me out there, bro? All right, look, 300 contracts into a 1,500 contract offer. Sheesh. I'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. Let them get the pullback. They're gonna get stuck though. Watch them get stuck. Are they gonna get stuck? I mean, there is some room for price to pop a little bit. New 15-minute candle, guys. But hey, we already hit very good targets today. Well, we already hit some very good trades today. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we could just wrap it up here. We're up 800 per account across all our fundeds. So I don't want to mess around. So probably time to maybe stop trading or take a chill pill or maybe switch them out. Yeah, the key, guys, is like if you're trading, if you're just getting started trading, trade with a prop account, because prop is way harder than trading. I think it's harder than trading your own account, because obviously with your own account you don't have rules, which is also dangerous, right? Very dangerous. But that's why we created something called GPS. What is GPS? This is something that hopefully by the end of the week I'll have it out for everybody. Okay. Well, oh great, it's actually not working when I want to show it to you. Okay. Let's see. Well, basically what GPS is gonna help you protect your accounts, right? So you'll set ahead of time your daily loss, your daily profits, your unrealized. You basically you have all the risk parameters. Now that's technically built into most of the prop firm stuff that you're using, but you'll have it for those folks. You know, if you're not using all those prop firms or whatever, you'll be able to do it directly from NinjaTrader now from your app. So you'll have a nice, and more importantly, it has all your stats. So the key thing, at least for me when I'm trading, you know how you know you're going to have a bad day? You know you're going to have a bad day before you have a bad day. What do I mean by that? After the first couple of trades, you're going to already know if you're seeing the market correctly or not. And if you are, you're going to know because your stats are going to tell you. And if you're not, the stats are going to tell you. The problem is most people don't look at their stats while they're trading, right? They only look at their end result, the P&L. But then what happens if you only get tunnel vision and fixated on P&L, you don't realize all the micro actions that you're taking, like all the decisions you're making and the actions you're taking and whether or not those, like for instance, if you're losing money and you're like, oh, I just see it, my P&L is red, but what you don't realize is like you're taking longs, you're taking some shorts, taking some longs. You may be confused. You may be so caught up on P&L that you lose sight of what like is actually working, what's not working. So when you actually have the GPS in front of you, it's going to tell you, "Yo, stop shorting, bro. You're losing all your money is like from the from the buy side, but you're shorting here like a goofball, and your win rate on the short side is like 0%. Your win rate on the long side is like 100%. So what are we doing?" And that's going to help correct your behavior real time. And so, real prop trading desks, you're not just like trading blindly, doing whatever you want. They're literally monitoring your trades. They're monitoring your performance the same way. If you're an athlete, the coaches are monitoring your performance. And so, the hard part about trades, if you don't have experience, if you haven't been doing this a long time, there's no accountability. There's no one telling you, hey, stop being dumb, right? You're just like, you get emotional, you get triggered, you get hijacked, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm just going to keep going, all right? So the GPS is basically going to be like your navigation system to navigate you to green days. Yeah, here's my little commercial. It's free too. We're going to give away for free. It's part of the community, part of the group. Everything I build is for free. So if you're part of the membership, you get everything that we have. Everything that we have now, everything we have in the future. It's all included. Everything that we do. Todo, man. Todo. It's not like some of these other vendors where you got to pay like $250 per indicator, and then you buy the one indicator, and then they launch a new one next week, and like, this one's even better, and it's another $250. You're like, what? But I just bought this one, and now you're telling me about this one, and you don't even talk about the old one anymore. I'm confused. Yeah, there's like a couple vendors out there that do that. They like go hard on promoting it. They release it. Everyone signed up and fired up on the product. And then about a month later, it's like it never happened, and they open up a new product, and they get everyone launched, and it's like, this one's even better. And it's like, well, what's the difference? It looks like it's the same thing. It's like, oh no, the moving averages change colors. Oh shit, really? I need that. I'm gonna get rich now. Hey, this is not a real trend, guys, right there. This is just a two-legged pullback. You see, it's just two legs up. Two legs up, leg one, leg two. Anybody interested in using our M and W? Who wants to try? I know we have some existing members here. I think we're just very versed on the M's and W's. I'm looking for some folks to maybe test it out here before I do a full-on release for everybody. M's and W's, baby. M's and W's. So we are currently in a W pattern, but it's a two-leg up correction in a downtrend. So what our flows are telling us? Our flows are net negative, guys. Net negative, guys. So when flows are net negative, what does that mean for us? Should we be buying? Hell no. Hell no, we shouldn't be buying. Look, net flows are straight negative, right? So you buying right now, it's like you buying into, like you walking into traffic. Let's not do that, right? Everything is being sold right now. More puts than calls. Flows are super negative, so we don't want to be buying. Yeah, you're seeing upward market structure. You're seeing the 1 minute chart get bullish, but just know it's just a two-legged correction. And there's the break. There's the break. Is this a continuation play? Is it a continuation play? Could be. I'll try short with one contract, small size, so we can finish out our put support target here. Let's see if we can get there. Let's see if we can get an M for money right here. We need to get that break right here. Come on, just a little bit more. Small size. Don't flip. Flip. Where's my inversion? It's supposed to be right here. I don't know why it didn't plot. No, you don't have M's and W's yet, brother. I mean, I taught it to you, but I mean, you don't have the indicator that tells you it's an M. It's an M formation. Oops. Come on, I want my put support target. Let's go. Are we stacking bids anywhere? We still got some bids down here. There's still some. They're still active down here. Keep our eye on this little guy right there. That circle right there. So I went small size just in case, because you know Nasdaq over here. Nasdaq thinks a pullback is a complete break of a high. Nasdaq thinks this is a pullback. When it goes out and takes out it creates a new high. That's the version of a pullback for Nasdaq. A pullback is technically supposed to be a lower high and then continuation. These boys go like this, like, oh yeah, here's a break of structure. We're gonna do a trend line break and then a pullback. Oh, and then we'll go, and then we'll go. That's how Nasdaq defines a pullback. Well, if this thing isn't gonna go, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it, bro. It needs to go already. I don't need to turn this into a unnecessary, bigger loss. It needs to fail here. Come on, boys. Let's go. Come on. Time to go home. Let's go. You know where you want to go. It's called put support down at 500s. Let's go. Why you gotta be mean like that? See, it needs to get extreme again. Okay, watching. Oh man, is it gonna give me one of those crazy pullbacks? I just gave back some money, guys. I just gave back $100. There's the pullback. Ay caramba. Let's see. So I'll take another attempt. Not yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here. Let's wait. Watching for this level here. What's this level here? 750s. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. What the heck? Okay. This market's a little wild, guys. It's a little wild. My platform just froze. What's going on here? Okay. Let's see. Now? Is it ready now? Maybe now. No? Let's see. Come on. You can do it. Just a little bit more. No, still freaking ripping here. Okay, cut that first. Quick cut. I'm done, guys. I'm not giving back any more money, guys. I just gave back $125. I'm good. I'm good. I was up like 850 per account. Now I'm down to like 650 per account. Well, it's like $200. My bad. $200. I'd rather just walk away while I'm green. Oh boy, this is so tempting. This is what you call like over trading here. I'm not going to do it though. I'm going to be a good example on the stream and not be a degenerate. But it's worth watching, right? It's definitely worth watching. So they gave us two legs up and then a reset, right? So I was thinking that break was going to be the pullback for continuation, but nope, it went one more up. So now we have another leg up. So let's see if they're going to give us a second leg here or it ends up failing here. So this is what they're doing here. Boom, boom. Something like that is probably what it looks like. That's what they're trying. Flows are still negative, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just sell into this move on the way back up. But let's see, we got to respect what's happening. Right now, the buyers are in control. So do not short. Right now. The buyers are in control. They've taken control of the four out of 5 time frames as well. Let's take back a look at the flows. Has anything changed? Just a little bit. They're trying to turn it up. They're trying to turn it up. Put my alert on, so it tells me if we end up getting positive gamma or we start flipping. Direction flip. Did you know you can turn on alerts inside the dashboard? There are 750s. So main resistance area is 675. So as long as we reject 675, this is the area that we've been rejecting from. Let's see the little 32 bar chart. Probably see a little bit more clean here on the 32 bar chart. Let's drop our beta test here. Let's see what it looks like. What is the structure? What is the structure? That 675 level is holding up here. Let's see. Okay. So we're just in a third leg down right now. So they're going to try to get a leg up. So I think we're going to see price probably pop to 694s or attempt to. On the big Renko, and we'll look for 734s. Let's see. Okay. Big Renko. We found some support right here. Let's see what level that was. 550s. The new auction map update is going to be pretty cool because you'll have the ability just to, there's going to be a click on the actual, there's a button on the chart. So a tab. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. Probably not. Right there. So it's a drop down. All the indicators will have its own drop down. So then you can literally just like click the levels you want on the chart without having all of them on the chart. So it makes it a lot more cleaner. Same thing with the gamma levels too. Well, that's helpful. All right, so 700 is the level, I think. You know, we're just going to see what they're going to do to get to 700s. These boys are trying to get to 700s. They're barely holding up trend here. Barely holding trend here. Got a W pattern here. Just ran this. We have a bigger W here. There's the IB. So IB just got set. That makes sense. Come on, spike one more time. Okay, there's a pump into 700s. We're getting that move to 700s. We don't want to just short the level, guys. You got to wait. That's the key. We need to see a failure pattern. But right now, buyers are holding on. They're holding on. $30-minute looks like it's trying to form a swing low here. We gotta wait and see if we're gonna take out that prior 30-minute high or not. This buyer right here, this leg up right here, we're gonna see if this buyer is gonna support price here. And if they don't support price, then this could be the first failure for the buyers on this up move. We'll see what happens. We're hanging out right at the 1030 opening price. We did not get to put support yet. Let's see if we can do it. We're pausing. Market is thinking right now, right? The market is thinking right now. We're right at the VWAP. So this is that area where we're seeing if the buyers, what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, so you just wait. If you just wait, then the hand will show itself. The market will show itself what it wants to do. And patience. The key about patience is, and I know it's kind of like a weird balance with trading because it's not like you have to be patient. It's you need to be patient to the exact moment, right? There's a certain moment where if you're over patient, you miss it, right? You're gonna end up missing. So it's like you have to be patient to there's a certain moment where it's like okay, and in that moment, that's like that sweet spot. It's like you have to act. And then at that point, when you act, it's like you accept the outcome because now it's like, everything is laid itself out in front of you. Before that moment, it's kind of like you're just taking shitty trades. You're just impatient and you're rushing it, right? And that's one of my problems. I like to just, let's go. But there's a certain thing about the patience here. It's a certain type of patience. It's not just patience in general terms. It's precision based patience, if that's even a thing. PBP is what we'll call it, precision based patience. Knowing how it's not how long the longer I can be patient, the better I do. No. It's patient until a certain precise moment in time, and when that moment in time aligns with what you need to see on the chart, being able to have that ability to go from patient to action is critical. I'm beginning to see what I need to see here on this chart, but not yet. 44,000, 36,000, 46,000, 45, 45. I think if I had to give it an analogy, it's kind of like hunting. Although I've never killed an animal, I've never hunted before, which I should probably go do that one day, right? But it's like that. It's like you're just waiting. I think that's the moment right there, guys. I think that was it. Let's see. Let's see if that's the moment there. Got our little inversion with the level. This will be the second attempt here I tried this because the first one did not work out. I went small size just in case they trap again. And my entry's a little late. Let's see, are they going to do a full reclaim of this level here? Yes, they are. Watching. Can they fail here? Can they fail here? Come on, boys. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. No more. Go down. That may not be it. Oh, shit. Come on. It didn't take out that 30-minute high yet. Oh, it looks like a reclaim here. Yeah, they just absorbed that drop there. Watching 75s. They reclaimed that inversion. Double inversions here. They're dancing here at 675. Come on. We're still holding it, huh? Yes, they are. These buyers are still technically holding up here. Looking for a failure here. Can these buyers fail right here, this moment? Well, they absorbed. Oof. Okay, I'm out. Oh no, I'm still in, unfortunately. Okay, now I'm out. Okay. Yeah, I cut that trade. I need to wait for. So I thought that was going to be a failure there, but they kind of reclaimed. So I think I'm done trying, guys. I'm gonna lock up my remaining profits I have here. Still up over 540 bucks here on the session per account, but I gave back like $300 trying to catch this continuation short. Unfortunately, so you can see still green, but that's why you build a buffer, right? That's why you build a buffer and do what you can and then protect your buffer. Don't start, once you start trading like shit, you gotta just size down or stop trading. So I've already taken 3 attempts on this, or 4 attempts, and it hasn't worked. They've been cuts, but the cuts been adding up, and it still could work because look, the buyers did not get that move higher, but we also need to see them fail. I need to see a true failure where the buyers cannot reclaim the level, right? So they're reclaiming 675, they're trying, right? So this is what happened here. They've been up in this area here, holding 675 once, twice, break below, came back into the level again. If I did get short, I mean, the ideal scenario is they could not get back above 675 and that stays like that. But it just feels too clean because that 30-minute looks like it needs to run the prior 30-minute high first. So if you have a 30-minute candle chart set up, the better move is just let them run. If they're going to run up the prior 30-minute high, let them run that first. And then from there we can decide. But the New York Open is overhead, you know, and that's kind of what, see, there's that failure again, man. There's that failure again. Should I give it one more chance? I'll give it one more shot. One more shot, guys. One more shot. And this will be it. I promise. And then I'm done. It says every gambler in Vegas. Every gambler in Vegas. No, this is pretty good. I think this is a good setup here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Accept the risk. Come on, a little bit more. Take this guy out. Let's break some support, gang. Oh my god. Come on, a little bit more. You already gave me 2 legs, 2 by 2. They gave us a 2 by 2. 2 legs up, pull back, 2 legs up. Now I need to get second leg down. So we can get this leg 1, pull back leg 2. We have a second leg and an end pattern. Let's see if we can get this end pattern completion point. And this should be the move to put support, if we're going to get to put support. If in the end of the day we end up getting put support, hopefully this is the moment in time where it happens. Hopefully. Let's see. And keep my stop right around that buyer failure there. These guys fail, create that lower high. Hopefully they don't trap me here and give me another freaking breakout. I'd be so annoyed, son. Oh my god. Flows are still negative. No more reclaims at 75. Let's leave 75 alone, team. Buyers just need to be done at 75s. Come on. You need to find some new levels to play with. Let's go down to 500. How about we all go play at 500s? Let's get off this block and go to the other block. Down the street at put support. Let's leave 775 alone. There we are. Let's go. Can we break this demand zone? Because if this breaks, now we've got, this is our main strong pivot here, and those boys are done, son, if we can break that. But how about we just take our little scalp target to make back some of that money we lost, and how about we just go break even? How about we just do that? Pay ourselves, since I took some cuts, go break even, and just don't look at the chart anymore and just let it do whatever it wants to do. How about I just pick up my guitar and play a song for you guys called Let's Go to Put Support. Let's Go to Put Support. That sounds like a great song. I don't know if it's going to be hip hop. I don't know if it's going to be country music. I don't know what kind of music, but I think we're going to Put Support, gang. We're going to get off this block, go down the street to Put Support. Where's Put Support to 500s? Well, so I timed it a little wrong earlier, right? But then I think we might be getting it now. So we just had to wait for that buyer failure. So we had the first failure right here. And I tried it right here. And I should have just kept my stop where it was, like right here. So I tried right here. Actually, I tried here once, tried twice. I did one small contract here. Look how transparent I am, guys. I'm so transparent. Look, I went one contract short, then added another one, got stopped out. Like, okay. Then we had this inversion. I was like, okay, maybe this is it. We got rejected VWAP, reclaimed open print at 10 a.m. open. I was like, okay, maybe this one's it. But stopped. Was that 5 contracts? That was 2 contracts. I stayed small. That's the secret, right? I stayed small. Then we got to the main area here, right around 675. I was like, okay, this might be the one. And this one I started sizing up a little bit more. I put 1 contract to start, and then I added 2 more. I didn't go full size yet. Cut it, right? So the thing at that point, I was like 1 here, then 4 here, so 5 contracts. But the others were like at most 2 contracts. And then here, I was like, this has to be it. Not that it has to be, but I then saw the multiple failures. So this was the first failure right here. Oh, you guys can't see this. First failure right here. I was like, okay. And I was like, hopefully they don't reclaim the whole level. So I started getting short, and then I added more, and then I was like, it looks like they're going to pop this high. So I just cut it, and I said, let me just wait for the next failure. And then we got the next failure, plus we got our inversion. And that's what was missing here. There was really no inversion here. Actually, there was. They reclaimed this. I cut it. But then we got the next inversion right here. So then we had the failure that occurred here. So the buyers failed here once. And then we had the last buyers fail here for a second time. So now I've got 2 layers of losing buyers. So if I have 2 layers of losing buyers, that gives me an advantage as a seller. And that's why then at that point, I went 5 contracts and I was like, let's go. So that's the storyline right there. That's the narrative, right? And now we're up 160 ticks on this position. Let's see if we can get to IB low. We'll take a piece off and then we'll hold for put support. Who's in this trade? Who's in this trade? Hopefully you weren't in the losing ones. So if you weren't sized up too big. The key is you have to be able to take losses, guys. You got to be able to take your paper cuts. When the market, the market 1 minute right now, what's the ATR in 1 minute? It's 100 ticks. So that means the average movement per minute is about 100 ticks, guys. So if you're trading a mini or 2 minis, that's $1,000 a minute that the market's moving. Okay. If you're trading a prop firm and your daily max loss is $1,000, that means you're screwed. It means you have no chance of sitting through any movement or pullback. Okay, you're done. You're done, son. You're done. Before you could even spell done, you're done. It's over. Look, we have a big M pattern. Just confirm. 1, 2, 3. There's our D. Ooh, that shit, right? Something like that. Oh, I see. It's a nested M, bro. We have a nested M. We have an M. Like, why do I have 2 lines here? So we've got this M and then this M, a double M. M&Ms, bro. We got some M&Ms, and M&Ms, especially the peanut M&Ms, they're good. What's that peanut for M&Ms? Put support. When we get to put support, it's game over. Let's see if we can catch this move to put support. We're up another 200 ticks. Did I just make my money back? Am I back in the green, guys? Oh, yeah. I made it all back, baby. And then some. Woo! Well, this is just coffee. I was like, let's pop some champagne. Let's just kidding. I don't live in Miami anymore. Originally from Miami. I live in Seattle, Washington. Bro. The worst place. I don't recommend it to anybody. The worst place. And if you're from here, I apologize. Sorry, but not sorry. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see. So we're below our opening range low. Hopefully these boys can just lock in here and say, okay, we're done playing in the range. Let's go back to put support. Let's go down and put support. I want that target there, 532s. But we got to clear 600, bro. 600 is pretending to be support here. If we can break this one, this becomes a third M. We have a third M. So we have nested M's, triple M's. We in it to win it. Come on, boys. Let's crank it down. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I swear I got to put some music on. So whenever we catch a winning trade, I'm going to find some tunes. Problem is you got these copyright issues, right? And I got too much other important things to focus on than figure out and do research on what music we should listen to. When I take a winning trade, I want to have music when I take a losing trade too. Maybe it should be like a sound like wah, wah, wah. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. Come on. Let's go. Oh, wait, who's in this trade? Anybody else in this trade too? You guys are seeing like, okay, you can have the right idea but the wrong timing, right? So that's an example of what we're talking about, precision-based patience. I guess I missed the precision part and the patient part, but you understand, right? I mean, the hot sauce, the key thing here is profit factor, right? I mean, take your cuts. Very little cuts. Sometimes my cuts will be about 100 ticks, unfortunately, but it's usually with one or two contracts, small size if I'm on a fund, especially with Apex, because those boys, watch out, they got crazy rules. But I think I like them. I got no issues with them. Been with them for a long time. But what I was gonna say, your profit factor. Your profit factor. That's the only way. It's the only way. That's why pure scalping doesn't really work for me, because my win rate's not that high. Like my win rate's probably like, I don't know, 50%, 60% on a good day. On a great day, like 70, 75%. On a bad day, it's like 25, 30%. It's like, bro, what am I doing right? Am I drunk? I've had days like that. But that's why that GPS thing I'm building is helpful, because it's going to make sure when you're drunk that you don't blow your accounts and you don't, take dumb trades, so you can survive. The key is survival. So when you are, like I was able to survive through three losses. One, I scaled in, lost. One, two, scaled in, lost. Three, this was an unnecessary loss. I just kind of like wussed out. So 3 losses, right? And then, bam, caught it. And it shouldn't take 3. She really shouldn't take 3, to be honest. But, it's market's not easy, bro. Sometimes you just got to get dirty, man. You got to get gritty, and my trading's a little gritty. It's a little dirty at the end of the day. If you pull up my chart and look at my entries, it's not like some of those guys on social media where it's like, well, 1 entry, 1 exit, it's clean. No, bro. Mine looks like a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree. All right. I'm just like, oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hit you there. But, eventually I'm going to get you. Eventually I'm going to get you. Like, and some folks would have stayed in this trade. Like, you could have swung this trade, right? You could have got short from the beginning of the session. But who the hell wants to sit through a 456 tick pullback? Like, I don't want to do that. I know some people do. I don't want to do that, right? And I think that's why I like what I do, or how I do it, because I feel like, you could make way more money if you understand rotations, right? If you can trade the rotations, you can freaking kill it, bro. You could like, okay, there's 400 ticks there. Okay, catch the second leg up. There's 288 ticks there. Catch the second leg down. There's 243 ticks there. Catch the second leg up. This one you would have lost money on. This one here, breakdown, there was no second leg. This one here, you would have made 82 ticks if you didn't take your profit. Well, we're taking profit at 60 ticks and going break even. Here, leg 1 pullback, second leg down, 340 ticks. Second leg up, boom, 95 ticks. This one here, first leg down, never got a second leg. Second leg up, boom, boom, continuation move, 183 ticks. Second leg up, where was it? Right here. Boom, another 74 ticks or 84 ticks. And here, leg 1, pull back leg 2, second leg down, which we're in right now, 262 ticks. That's how I trade, or at least I aspire to trade that cleanly. I don't trade that cleanly, but that's technically all it is. All we're looking for, guys, is second legs. Just so you FYI. So the problem is it's hard to identify second legs, especially if you're using candlestick charts. And if you don't know how we do it, like we're using some specific type of calculation to monitor the Renko structures and prices and all that volatility. It's, there's a lot of second legs. So people who try to recreate my indicators, they try to go and like, oh, I'm just gonna try a super trend and a 200 moving average. I had one guy who's like maybe about 2 years ago, was like, I watched all your videos and I duplicated exactly how you do it with my shit. I'm like, cool, good. And then he showed me his shit, and I was like, bro, that's not even close. Like, what you're, I don't know what that is. I got no idea what that was, bro. But there's a certain way that you want to be able to calculate legs, because if there's like 100 legs here, like if I just show you this one leg right here, how many legs are there? There's this leg, this leg, that leg. These are all legs. How do you know these are not the legs that you should count? Oh, bro, that's the secret sauce. How do you know those aren't the legs you should count? That's what took me 3-4 years to figure out. Oh, not every leg is a leg. Some legs are just stubs, and some stubs are not worth paying attention to. Got it. All right, let's get to put support. I think we need to create a song called Let's Go to Put Support. We should cheer this on like we're at a football game, right? And we're cheering for the team. Let's go. I think that the sellers need some encouragement here. Come on, boys. Let's score. Not like Messi, the last game of the World Cup, who didn't even touch a soccer ball, right? Let's not be like that, okay? let's score this. Let's score this goal. It's not too far. You can do it. We can do it here. Let's see. Where are we from price? I just need 300 more ticks. We just need 300 more ticks. Can we get 300 more ticks, gang? Who here in the chat thinks we're going to get the 300 more ticks? So that would put us at 600 plus ticks on this freaking trade, man. Bro, I should take a screenshot of my trade. You know. Yeah, bro. I found that there's actually no point in taking screenshots of my trades to share it because no one even understands what the heck you're seeing on the chart. That's a problem. It actually discourages them. They're like, oh my God, what is all this stuff? It's actually not a lot of stuff. There's only like really 3 things on my chart. Really only 3 things. Although there's like 15 things, there's really only 3 things. What's that? Well, it's levels. It's order flow and market structure. That's it. It's the only 3 things you need. You know those 3 things? Boy, you got the keys to the kingdom. Show up every day and make some money. Pay yourself every day. Create an ATM, a daily cash register, cha-ching. Every day, show up. Get your little 50 ticks, 100 ticks, right? And then stop. Don't be like me, where I like to, I like to break records every day. I'm just kidding. I definitely don't break records every day. Well, let's see if we can get our 300 more ticks down here to put support. Come on, boys. Let's go. We got 5 minutes left for this 30-minute auction to be done. Let's go. Let's do it. 400 ticks. Hey, guys, where's my emojis? I was waiting for my emojis. Jeez. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Hit the like button. Throw me an emoji. My favorite emoji is the 100 emoji. 100, right? That's my favorite emoji. That with money bags. That's always fun. That's always fun. Come on, boys. Let's go. We just took out the IB low. Let's go. I'm going to take one contract off at the IB low here. Pay myself here 400 ticks. And let's see if we can leave our runner on to catch the final trade here. We'll just use this up move as our stop. Trap buyers, baby, trap buyers. We got some bid stacking. We got 300 contracts on the bid. We're trying to get filled. Look at them. They're reloading. Now it's ×5. There's 600 contracts on the bid trying to get filled. Thank you, guys. Thank you, PMR. Appreciate that. Thank you for the emojis. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, we got the D. We're in an active M pattern, folks. We're in an active M. When you are in an active M, which aligns with every time frame, this D leg is just ridiculous. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that M pattern. You guys see the M pattern here? Who sees the M pattern? I mean, if you don't see it, let me make it very clear for you. Look. It's a triple M. Here's the one M. It's the triple M right here. Oof, and we're in this leg right here. That's what's going on right now. Bam, son. Look at that. And then we have this one over here too. Look, we have 3 of them back to back. So this one here. Nested M's, bro. Nested M's. You know, people actually try to buy M's, right? They try to buy the M. I sell the M. I sell it before because they want to wait for the pattern to complete because it's technically a reversal pattern, right? So technically a reversal pattern, right? This is not an M, but it became an M when it's cracked right here. So we got 3 points of failures here. But the problem with this is if this does start to reverse, this could launch a huge move up. FYI. Okay, just putting it out there. Don't worry. That's why you pay yourself. So regardless of what happens, you're good, man. But look at the time. We got 3 minutes left, man. This hourly candle in 3 minutes, you think is gonna freaking rip 50% up? No, there's no catalyst. It's all about timing. People say candlesticks and time-based charts are dumb. They're not dumb. It actually makes a lot of sense. You know, everything happens based on time. So we have 3 minutes left. What's the chances that in the next 3 minutes, the 30-minute candle and the 1 hour candle are going to be able to completely flip green? Probably not likely, because in order for them to do that, they got to get right back above. What's that opening price at 10:30? 670s. They got to move 50 points up to be able to reclaim. Not happening. Not happening. I think we're going to probably see another 1 hour candle drop for 11 o'clock into put support. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, we're up 440 ticks on this. This is for sure my last trade, guys. I'm for sure wrapping it up after this. For sure. For sure. Come on, boys. Take it out. Let's go. Push, 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 push. Oh yeah, we got some liquidity. We're about to sweep at 532s. That's what they're. It's so funny. These are major lows here on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, where they're stacking these offers. So if you pull the 4 hour chart, there is a swing low here, just sitting pretty, just ready to get ran through. If you know what I mean. Let's run through this nice little swing low. Man, all these swing traders, these buyers from last week are so disappointed because all of last week's buyers are getting stopped out, folks. They're getting stopped out, folks. Another one. Another one. Another one. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's something in the water here in Dynasty Land. I don't know. Another one. We cranking. All right. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, new 1 hour candle. We're underneath our major negative. We're negative flows, underneath major negative, under the VWAPs, underneath freaking half of last week's buyers. I mean, come on. Can this thing just die? I mean, the 4 hour candle is pretty heavy here. 647 would be the reclaim for the 4 hour. I don't think we're going to see 647. I think this thing just needs to finish its job. I think it's done. Yeah, it's done. Maybe we can even blow through put support, right? I mean, seriously. Let's see. Put support, 29,500s. Let's see if we can just blow through that level real quick. We'll just pivot. We'll just trail the pivot here. Come on. Too late to enter now, gang. Don't be trying to jump in short. This was the move. And they gave us really like 2 chances to get in. There was 2 opportunities to get in, right? So first opportunity was technically on this right. Technically where I entered was actually the right entry, right? And then they had it confirmed. Once it confirmed, the next opportunity would have been like down here, right around 610s, like this zone right here. So you see this buyer here. This is what we look for with the big bubbles, right? The big bubbles, people want to buy the green bubbles. I want to sell the green bubbles. So here's a buyer here. So that buyer, so this leg up, right? This was basically buying that occurred. Seller came in, buyer came in. You can't quite see it. It's a little faded because the way the indicator works, it fades after a certain time. But there was a big buyer that came in for 65 contracts. Fine. That doesn't mean shit. What matters is once we break below and they come to that level, they can't break back above. That's what matters. So you have the buyer who failed here once, then they try twice, and the third time, and then game over. So that entry technically comes in right there. The reversal bar, you would use what we call MC cross entry, right? So on our hotkeys, you would just basically turn on sell MC, and then it would get you in the trade. That's it. And then you would get the proper confirmed entry there. There would be no flip because the flip it was so weak they couldn't even flip it. These little arrows are what we call VBRs, volatility band rotations. So we get short on these rotations. They're our primary entry triggers. And then for continuation moves, if it's trending, then you use sell MCs. Boom. And you get in. Boom, boom, boom. So we're holding 500 ticks. 500. Anyhow, I don't know, man. This seems to just be done already. We're underneath the opening print. All these sellers here, we have these buyers. They're going to try to retest this buyer right here. So you got to watch out with that guy right there. There's 300 contracts or 184 contracts someone bought. So that was the last buyer there. So this zone right here is kind of like, I'll put my stop right above it. It's fine. I don't really care if I get tagged out on my trail. We don't get to put support. It's fine. I'm not going to cry about it. Still a good trade. Would you guys agree? Was this still a good trade? Oh, jeez. All right, let's see. Come on, open print. What are we doing here? There's the buyer right there. Let's see. Let's see that buyer. See 58 contracts. Come on, boys. Trap the buyer. I mean, what usually will happen is they're going to try to trade back above the buyer. And then it gets below the buyer. And then they can't get back above the buyer. All right. Yeah, inversion. And there's an offer for 112 contracts coming up here. Coming up here. We killing it today, gang. If you're not part of the team, you need to come join the team. Come join the team. I'm trying to find somebody who's going to be able to use the tools that we have, and then just kill it. Like that's what I want to find. I want to find somebody who's going to be able to make like 100 grand, 200 grand with prop firms following the game plan here. That's something I want to be able to help someone do. So I don't know who in the chat here is obviously most folks here trading, showing up every single day. But wouldn't it be pretty sick, like if you could follow a plan every single day, and maybe within a few weeks, few months, you have it down packed. And then once you have it down packed, then you just go in there and rinse and repeat, and then you can just basically do that with your own accounts, your own cash accounts, prop accounts, whatever accounts you want. Whatever accounts you want. I'm waiting to find somebody who's going to be coachable to the system, use the system, and bank. And bank. Most people don't follow the system 100%. I had a guy sign up maybe like 4 months ago in the membership, and he was like, I tried every system and I blow up. I'm like, okay. So I was doing all the order flow stuff since that's what everyone's talking about on YouTube. I follow that guy, Fabio. I was doing the deep charts thing, and it was just complicated, and I blew up. I'm like, okay. But I like your stuff. It's cool. It seems very simple. I think I like it. I'm like, okay, cool. A couple days later, he emails me. He's like, hey, can you change this indicator so it can do this? I'm testing this out with this and this and this and that. And in my mind, I'm like, you just started trading 3 months ago, and you're already trying to reinvent the wheel? No wonder you blow up every day. Let's go. About to turn 40. Let's go, bro. Oh, you're still young, son. You're a baby. You're a baby. You're only 40 years old. Welcome to the club. Yeah, bro. It's easy, dude. Making money is easy, dude. So easy. Making money trading is so easy. Come on. No, but technically, truthfully, there's no better business, in my opinion. There's no better business than the trading business. Like, think about it. If you can follow a game plan, follow a system. The system's not hard. I mean, it's pattern recognition, guys. This is really what it is. This is recognizing patterns, right? I mean, if you can recognize a pattern, like how many of us know what a letter M looks like? How many of us can identify a W? If I show you a picture of a W, right? I know it's hard to do it with a regular chart, but if we actually have lines on the chart and then a little thing that tells you, oh, look, W. That's it. Pattern recognition. Cool. Then the second thing you need to do is be able to just at least afford buying some cheap accounts that you can actually afford to blow up. So you're going to blow up your prop firm accounts, FYI. But that's the point. You're going to blow up if you learn. And then you get to a point where you have enough consistency. And then you're going to basically get through those evals. And how you do that is you're going to basically you're going to be aggressive. You're going to pass them in maybe 1, 2, or 3 trades. But you do it with the cheap ones, right? So you pass them really quick in 1 or 2 or 3 trades. So what I recommend you do is you get a stack, you pass and fail. So it's a pass or fail scenario. You put 5 here, put 5 here. You risk $200. That's how much it'll cost you depending on what size account you get. You're going to blow for sure one of them, and you're going to pass the other ones. Cool. Once you pass them, then you flip mode into actual trading, right? And you size down, you go to micros, and you do your 2 micros to 5 micros, take your partials, get your 50 points, 100 points a day, whatever it is, and then be done. And then move on to the next account, move on to the next account. Don't even copy trade. And if you did that, like over the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, bro, you can make 10 grand. And then you can do it again, and then do it again, and then multiply your accounts. And before you know it, if you just have one good run, right? If you were able to just get one good run, that one good run could be worth 6 figures. And we're not talking years, gang. We're talking like months. We're talking months. And ideally, with how we are getting everything built out with our systems and the indicators and tools and all that shit, I mean, I really do think we're going to have people come to the table who just learn how to trade and they're going to be able to freaking crush it. That's the key. That's the key. Exactly. This is the best business. For sure. I don't know if I would consider this as an I quadrant because typically with investments, it's more like passive. This is active income, guys. Day trading is active income, and it is taxed as such, right? It is taxed as active income, right? Short-term capital gains. So it's more of a business than it is an investment vehicle. But the secret sauce is whatever you make in your trading, you put that into passive investment. So what we do is we put profits into other businesses. We put profits into portfolios, so index funds. So we have that, obviously, S&Ps, you can do stocks, you can build your stock. And everything you learn here, you learn in trading, you can apply it on the longer term horizons, like swing trading and stuff, right? So that's the cool thing. But yeah, you trade to create cash flow. And with cash flow comes the ability to invest in things that produce passive income. Trading is not a passive income business. It's an active income. You're showing up every day. You're making decisions. You're actively involved. Yes, you can use tools to help automate some of it, but at the end of the day, it's not a truly passive vehicle where if you just buy, if you bought NVIDIA 5 years ago, you didn't have to do shit. You would be balling. You would be balling right now. Right? Let's see. We got a third leg down, gang. So they gave us 3 legs so far. Check it out. Leg 1, pullback. The second leg was ridiculous. Pullback. Leg 3. Let's not do a W here. Let's just finish this thing out. I'm beginning to move my targets lower. And I think we'll probably pump through put support at 500s. Start tightening up a little cinch here. Last trap buyer was here. This guy right there, that last buyer, he's the last trapped buyer there. So let's lock it in, boys. Let's lock it in. If you guys are enjoying today's stream, I am a little bit more energetic today because I actually slept 7+ hours last night. What an accomplishment. I finally got some sleep. Let's see if we can push the 500s. What is this here? There we go. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're up to 600, 500. What is this? 550 ticks right now. These boys better not reclaim. Let's get it done. Let's get her done. I mean, this is good enough. I mean, you could just take your profit right there, to be honest. You don't need to be holding for the final target if you don't, it's just more for your ego to do that. This is more than good enough. But yeah. I think I'm done here, gang. I think we hit the objective. I think we're finito. I think we're finito. What do you think? Anybody got some value from today's stream? Oh, look at them trying. Look at them trying. They're trying to reclaim. I should just keep my target above that trap buyer there. And that's it. I mean, it's fine. If the buyer want to come back and take it out, it's fine. But they got some work to do. Got some work to do here. Now we got this rev out bar. A rev out bar is basically it's a candle 3 on a time-based chart, but on a Renko chart, it just looks like a Renko with a wick. A Renko with a wick. Rev out bar. Sellers are right here. Hopefully they don't trap them. Nah, I don't think so. Let's see. Opportunities might be presenting for reloading. A little late to the party though to try to reload here. Let's see, 550. So we got a third leg down. I think they're gonna do a sweep here. Our algorithm actually is beginning to count trend sequences for market structure. And I know that it might seem random, and it kind of is random, but there's some chaos, there's some organized chaos behind it. When we start looking at overall flows, when we start looking at the flows of what's happening, order flow, there's some consistency there that we've seen. But let's see what happens here. We got a buyer that just came in. Can these guys get trapped? I think so. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna throw some more contract on. Let's see. Let's throw another little contract on there. Let's see. Come on, boys. What are we doing? What are we doing here? There's that buyer. Come on. A little bit more. Throw some more on. Throwing more contracts on, boys. Hopefully they don't squeeze all the way up and I get taking out break even on this. It's okay. That's okay. Let's see what they're gonna do here. Ooh, more buying coming in. Watch out. There's the next buyer here. They're trying. They are trying. Are they going to take out this last trap buyer right there? They may do that. They may end up taking out this little pivot right here and then dump it. That's what it looks like. It's what it looks like. But if they can't, I'll be ready. I'll be ready for you. Put support. Okay, those buyers did get their little move. We finito here. Come on. Let's get back under these buyers. Okay. We got the buyers in here. They're in. Let's see if they get trapped now. Come on. Give us a little bit more to the downside. Looks like they want to break that pivot and create a W pattern here. Well, let's see. There's a buyer trying again. Watching this guy right there. Are they going to reclaim? Got all this buying here from below. Let's see if these guys are really serious about challenging this pivot here. They're going to extend one more time and take out that pivot, it looks like. So there's all buying here. Got this buyer here, acting as support, and they're trying here again. So there's still 3 levels of buyers here. No buyer failure yet. Just waiting to see if we can get it. Could be a nice little pivot machine gun. When you see consecutive up bars, in this instance, it's all 1 minute candles. It's going to usually be just one candle that takes all the lows out. So let's see if that's what happens. Let's see. Let's see. Let the buyers try again, and then if they fail again, I'm going to have more, right? And just take my profits at these lows. Come on. We're inside the circle of doom. The circle of doom, where they turn and burn, turn and burn, turn and burn. Guys, share the stream. Hit the share button. Share the stream, guys. Share the stream. Is that even a thing? Is that something you can do on YouTube? I don't even know. Hit the share button. Is there a share button? I don't know if there's a share button. I don't know if it's like Instagram or Facebook. Let's see. Well, circle of doom. They're dooming. I feel like they're compressing in this little bubble because they want to pop. They want to pop the top of my little third leg down here. I'm still in it though, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they do. It's all we can do. It's a battle zone here. It's a battle zone, but very calm, and that's usually a sign that they're about to. Come on, boys. Let's liquidate these buyers. Yes, there we go. Come on. A little bit more. A little bit moss. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Come on. Stay down. Stay heavy. Give me a flip. Give me a flip, and then we get a fourth leg down. So leg one up. Let's see if they come back to our next bearish rotation down here at 530s. Seller just came in. That's a good sign. That's a good sign, boys. I think we're going to get it. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. I was able to add 2 more contracts on this, so if this does hit put support, we'll be out, but I'll still have a runner on just in case it wants to explode down to 250s. So we added some contracts there, putting my stop now above those trap buyers in the circle of doom. Circle of doom. Now we're going to wait for these buyers to see if we can get underneath them, this next circle. So 550s now becomes the pivot, the failure level, the level in which the buyer got trapped. So look at it like this is the level, right? It's like an inverted head and shoulders, but it's based on quarter level. So here's the head, here's the left shoulder support. If the shoulder cannot hold up here, right? This doesn't hold up and the head becomes resistance, then we should get the right shoulder down. We shouldn't get back above the head. I mean, if this is the right trade, I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. Let's see, these buyers are trying to reclaim here. If they fail to get back above, that will be a failure by the buyers here. And then we can look for the next breakdown here, and then we start our progression to the downside. Wouldn't that be... Oh, my computer is freezing. What is going on? Okay. Let's stop drawing on the charts when the computer is lagging. Let's not do that, because I don't want to get stuck and get slipped. Come on, boys. Still keep my target above this last trap buyer right there. Okay, here's the buyers trying to get back reclaim. Are they going to reclaim the bubble here? Let's see. Looks like it. So these guys protected, but this could just be, let's see, just this, remember how NASDAQ likes to pull back. Their pullbacks is basically a breakout. Let's see. They're holding. These boys, if the buyers are going to hold here, they don't want a reversal breakdown. If they get a reversal bar down, that puts them at a disadvantage. Oh no, they got it. I think they might succeed here for this higher high. We're still holding our zone. Let's see. They're going for my W. They're going for the W. They tagged me out on that. Oh, I got tagged on that, guys. I was hoping for that bigger drop into put support, but I messed up my position there by scaling in. It could have gone the other way. Either way, we're super good. We're super good today. All is well. Can't complain. That was a fun session. I had fun. Did you guys have fun? Because I had fun. And I think we're going to wrap it up here on the stream. So, hey, thanks for tuning in today. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Check us out at dynastytradingsystems.com. Join the team. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You guys have a great rest of your session. Take care.